Bitter criticism. Let's read some Russia Today. Russia Today, right till the end. I guess it's just 1 month to the end of this apocalyptical, this apocalyptic interim from of the Atlanticism, this Atlanticism Democrats Armageddonian project, but I guess nothing's going to happen. I guess I'm going to read that. Yeah, the breaking news. But I guess I read it yesterday or some day ago. I'm going to read this again, I guess. Russia-Ukraine conflict. We have a photograph. A Russian serviceman stands guard next to a BM-27 9K-57 Uragan multiple launch rocket system Sputnik. So if I'm right, ATACMS and BM-27 and so on, those are launch rocket systems. There's like I don't know, like, well, they are what they are, and that's it. They're like a keynote, a keyboard. I mean, no, it's not the same thing. But it's not a missile itself, it's the system, it's the platform. Anyway, Russia sent troops into Ukraine on February 24, 2022, citing Kiev's failure to implement the Minsk agreements designed to give the regions of Donetsk and Lugansk special status within the Ukrainian state. The protocols brokered by Germany and France were first signed in 2014. Former Ukrainian President Pyotr Poroshenko has since admitted that Kiev's main goal was to use the ceasefire to buy time and, quote, create powerful armed forces. Russia also cited NATO's military cooperation with Ukraine as one of the root causes of the current conflict. Kiev insists that the Russian offensive was completely unprovoked. The People's Republics of Donetsk and Lugansk, as well as Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions, joined Russia as a result of referendums in autumn 2022. Crimea did the same in 2014, allowing a Western-backed coup in Kiev. Since late 2022, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has been promoting his so-called peace formula, which calls for Russia to withdraw from all territories claimed by Kiev and pay reparations, and for formation of a war crimes tribunal. Russian officials call Zelensky's plan unrealistic while saying Moscow is ready for a diplomatic solution. Yeah, absolutely. This boy Zelensky is just an actor from the CIA, you know, from the deep state. Well, at least he is professional, you know. He will play his role until the end, I guess, because it's the best job he will ever have as an actor, I guess. And well, what else we have here in Russia today? Some news about the financing of the Ukrainians. November 28th, I guess this is today. Yeah, today's news. November 2024. World news. Russia Today. EU can't replace US aid to Ukraine. Bloomberg. Kiev's Western European backers still hope to keep it on life support should Trump end funding. A report claims. I will read again. Kiev's Western European backers still hope to keep it on life support should Trump end founding. Well, I guess it's not. I will show you. To keep it on life support should. That shul there over there, that shul is kind of wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I guess that's kind of wrong. Anyway, file for the Ukrainian artilleryman fired from a U.S. supplied M777 howitzer, July 14. The photograph. Washington's allies in Europe will not be able to keep Ukraine's military supplied if U.S. President-elect Donald Trump stops aid to Kiev. Bloomberg has warned Kiev has used up its pre-conflict stocks of Soviet-era equipment and become dependent on the West for material, according to the outlet. The U.S. has been the leading provider of military supplies, while the EU has handed over more cash. Quote, Kiev will be left at Russia's mercy, unquote. Without U.S. weapons, Poland's Deputy Foreign Minister Marek Prawda was quoted by the outlet as saying, quote, saying that Kiev will be left at Russia's mercy. Yeah. Yeah, you know, this very day today, I was on a seminary on a talk, not a TED talk, style presentation from these animators, designers, and they said they were doing this wokeist feminist series of videos, co-working with Germany, some people, wokeist feminist people from Germany too, and they said they found out one of the first cosmonauts were women. Valentina Perestroika, something. Not Perestroika. It's easy to see. Valentina something. And then they found out that she is a politician in Russia, a successful politician. And she's an assassin, she's a genocidal. But yeah, I absolutely disagree with the whole West. For me, Russians, they are the only hope for Chile, you know. For me, Chileans are absolutely dead people, you know. Anyway, they are poor and powerless right here in Chile. The only people, they don't even know nothing about geopolitics, you know. They believe the West is great, you know. Anyway, you know, Chileans' average age is like 5 feet. They don't eat well. The only thing they think about is dress well. But is that life only dress? Anyway, whatever Trump does about Ukraine, doesn't change the fact that, quote, we are entering a more transactional world, and we need to mobilize ourselves to fit into that logic, quote unquote. Pravda reportedly added, European NATO members are already struggling to meet their own rearmament needs, unquote. According to Bloomberg, whatever they manage to give Ukraine, it cannot supplant what the U.S. has been providing to Kiev, most notably artillery and small arms ammunition. The U.S. has also supplied more than half of all the missiles and rockets the West has given Ukraine, according to public estimates, Bloomberg noted, adding that the intelligence Washington has provided to Kiev described it as key to Ukraine's targeting of Russian assets has been irreplaceable. The Bloomberg analysis appeared more optimistic about Ukraine's domestic arms and ammunition production and reported that Germany's Rheinmetall, a key supplier to Kiev, has also boosted output. Russia has been targeting Ukraine's power grid and military industry with waves of missile and drone strikes, while several German civilian industries have been laying off workers and closing down plants, citing skyrocketing energy costs. The report noted, quote, "This is about political will," retired U.S. general and pro-Ukrainian pundit Ben Hodges told Bloomberg, arguing that even without the U.S., quote, "the combined economies of the West dwarf Russia," unquote. Acknowledging that Russian artillery shell production exceeds the combined output of European NATO members, Bloomberg argued that Moscow has had to report to North Korean stocks to keep up the pace of fire, unquote. Citing Ukrainian estimates, it claims that Russia's shells advantage is now only 2-1. Down from 7-1 earlier in the year. I didn't got that. The resort to North Korean stocks to keep up the pace of fire, citing Ukrainian estimates. It claims that Russian shells advantage is now only 2-1. I don't get it. With acknowledging that Russian artillery shell production exceeds the combined output of European NATO members, Bloomberg argued that Moscow has had to resort to North Korean stocks to keep up the pace of fire. Citing Ukrainian estimates, it claims that Russian shells advantage is now only... I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. That this whole paragraph is kind of illogical because it says that Russia is waiting, Russia is producing more, but suddenly they said, oh, it's just 2-1. Can you see? So Russia is shooting more than, I don't know, it's wasting their bullets or something. The article also mentioned Western claims that the Russian economy and military industry will allegedly run into challenges in 2025. Russia produces 10 times more long-range weapons than all NATO members combined and intends to increase that production by 25 to 30% next year, Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday, speaking at the Collective Security Treaty Organization CSTO summit in Astana, Kazakhstan. And well, that's it by now. This was forbidden news for the globe, forbidden news for the forbidden news for the free world.